Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something I've done in the past. I am going to be ranking fictional somethings, but today it's dinosaurs. So I'm ranking fictional dinosaurs. I've got 10 and 3 honorable mentions. Not a whole lot today, just a shorter day because I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow, which I'll be making a video about for next week. So I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Alright, my first honorable mention is the dinosaur in Jurassic Park 3 that says Alan and wakes up Dr. Grant. I always thought that was very funny. A lot of people hated that. I thought it was great. My second honorable mention is Dino Nuggies. I love Dino Nuggies. I think they're very good. They're very nostalgic. Very rad. And the last one is the song Dinosaur by Kesha, where she goes D-I-N-O-S-A, you are a dinosaur. Kills. That's such a bop. It's a great song. And those are my honorable mentions. Let's get started on the real deal. At number 10, I have Arlo from The Good Dinosaur. I've talked about this movie a few times now, and sorry, Arlo, you're part of a really bad movie, which does not help your case at all. This movie's really bad. They didn't really know what they wanted to do with the character so much. I think they wanted another Littlefoot, who I'll talk about later. Just didn't work. It was such a silly story, and it just, in general, didn't work, but Arlo, his character never really felt flushed out. He never felt like there was a whole lot of stuff. He got his dad killed like almost every other Disney character. Or I guess he's Pixar, but same deal. He just wasn't good. I had to look up his name just to even know who he was. Arlo's just kind of there. And I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I'm a little sick right now, it seems. But Arlo was such a lame character. The movie's so forgettable. So yeah, he had to land at the bottom of this list. At number 9, I have Allidar from Dinosaur, the 2000s, I think it's 2000 Disney movie. So I personally like that movie. I thought it was cool with the visuals because they did something cool with that movie where they put CG dinosaurs or animated dinosaurs over real life video of water and skies and stuff. And I thought that was a cool way to do it. A lot of people don't like this movie, and looking back, it's not great. But he's the main character, and he's okay in the movie. He's just trying to live. If the movie was better, he'd probably be higher up in this ranking, because he's okay. He doesn't do anything crazy. This is a short list, so him being this low, he's way better than Arlo, but he can't be that much better. But no, he's just kind of another boring character, another very, very forgettable movie in general, and he's just another forgettable character in a movie. If you're the main character and your movie's forgettable, that's on you. You're part of the movie. You have to carry. You have to be the reason people come back to watch it, and it just didn't happen here. At number 8, I have Dino from the Flintstones. So Dino is just their pet dinosaur, the purple guy. And I just don't have a lot of memories of him. I was a little after the time of the Flintstones and the Jetsons and that era of television. So I'm just kind of here. I've seen him here and there. I've watched a little bit with him. I've seen the live action Flintstones movie, and he's okay. He's just a very generic, nothing really sets him apart from any other pet and any other TV show other than the fact that he's a dinosaur. I think it's a he. I hope that's right. But no, Dino's just kind of there, just kind of doing wacky antics every once in a while, but for the most part, they kind of focus on the Flintstone family. But no, he's okay. The one clip that I watched to screen record for this video, it was almost like a Tom and Jerry kind of sketch because he was chasing or getting chased by some mouse, and I don't know, it was weird. But no, I think a lot of other shows have done it so much better that it makes him look worse. So it's not really his fault. It's just an old show that didn't really have much to say, really, for Dino at the very least. So Dino lands there at number 8. At number 7, I have Barney, and I know, you guys probably like Barney, thought he'd probably be top 5, and he's okay. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, but that's about it. His songs aren't too bad. A lot of people actually came up through that show. I think Selena Gomez was on Barney at one point, but It's just a purple dinosaur, you know? It wasn't a show I watched a lot as a kid, so I don't have a lot of nostalgia built into it, which is probably going to be carrying this list for the most part, you'll see. But no, Barney's okay. He likes to sing a lot of songs. He's chill with the kids. But other than that, he doesn't have there's not like any depth to his character. I'm not saying all of the rest of them will, but it helps at the very least. But no, Barney's all right. Purple's my second favorite color, so that helps. But yeah, Barney is at number 7 just because I like some of the other ones a little bit more. They're a little bit more interesting to me. At number 6, I have kind of a silly one to have higher than Barney, but, you know, whatever. I think his name is Rexy in Night at the Museum, but the big skeleton T-Rex, I thought that was so cool. I thought the animation for that movie, having the giant T-Rex run around, was so cool. That was such a cool reveal when he just looked up and Rexy was just completely gone, and then he goes and sees Rexy's drinking from the water fountain. I thought, even in that little bit, and then in the series, I don't remember how many of the movies Rexy's in, but I like the idea that Rexy's just kind of like a dog, and I think it's funny that a lot of dogs are named Rex, so that's fun. But no, he just wants to chase the bone and vibe, and that's cool. I do really like these movies. I just recently watched the first one. And no, it was almost very interesting how well Rexy's animation held up 15 years later. I don't know what year, maybe 20 years later. That's crazy. But yeah, no, it looks so good. It looks like a skeleton moving around, and that's exactly what they wanted. And I thought that was so cool. But no, Rexy's so fun, and I really enjoyed Rexy in this series. And at number 5, I have Rex from like the Toy Story series. I think Rex is fun. I think Rex is just a little annoying for me. Just a tiny bit. He panics a little too much. But other than that, he's fun. He's just there to hang out. He's good in all the Toy Story movies. He's just a dinosaur toy who panics over literally just about anything, but that makes sense if he's a dinosaur and he's had his multiple extinction events, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if there's any deep psychology to this. I'm maybe looking too far into it. That's okay, though. Rex is fun. Rex is in good movies, which really helps his rating. So he's got a lot of characters to bounce off of, characters to talk to, things to panic about, which is what he always seems to do. But no, I really like Rex. He's just kind of a fun character to have around. They don't have a lot of depth for him. They don't have a lot of things happening in his life that affect the movies at all. I don't know if they've ever talked about anything like that. But no, Rex is pretty cool and lands at, I think, number 5. I can't remember. At number 4, I have Reptar from the Rugrats series of movies and shows and all that. I think Reptar's such a fun character. Reptar's almost like their Godzilla, I think, in a way. And they've got Reptar merch. I believe the video I screen recorded was Reptar on Ice. There's so much Reptar stuff going on, and I just love it. I think Reptar has such a cool design. I really like Reptar in the Paris, when Rugrats in Paris. I love that. I thought it was very cool that Stu was controlling Reptar, and that played such a big role at the end of the movie. He's just such a fun mascot, and I really like that. I really like that they were able to do that inside a whole different show, which is kind of impressive if you think about it. You don't see that very often. But no, Reptar is a really fun character. I don't think he ever talks. I don't think there's anything like that. But no, he's just fun, kind of Godzilla-like character, and I always really liked Reptar. At number 3, I have Littlefoot. I could already hear my 2 older brothers getting upset that Littlefoot is only at number 3, because they grew up with The Land Before Time a lot more than I did. But I still like Littlefoot. Littlefoot was such a good main character, just trying to survive after their mom dies, and that was so heartbreaking. I'm sorry if I spoiled that for anyone, but it's been like 30 years. That's on you. But no, Littlefoot's good. Littlefoot's in all of the movies and is such a pure character a lot of the time. I think that's what they were going for with the Little Dinosaur, kind of like a Littlefoot type character. It just didn't work. I thought Littlefoot in this was just so cool. You can't make like 10 movies if the main character sucks, and I think that's a testament to Littlefoot for the most part, because people don't get sick of Littlefoot. Littlefoot's just there chilling, and all these little adventures, and I don't know. I just always really enjoyed Littlefoot, and I always enjoyed the Land Before Time series in general. Very fun. And at number 2, I have the T-Rex from the Jurassic Park series. Specifically the first one, because there's a lot of iconic moments in that movie just involving the T-Rex. Like, think of the when the T-Rex first appears and they're all just waiting, stuck in their cars, and they see the water move. That whole scene is crazy. That scene's amazing, and a lot of it's because of the spectacle of the T-Rex. Another one I think about is at the very end when the T-Rex comes in and like saves them at the building and fights all the raptors. That movie just has so many very, very iconic scenes, and the T-Rex is just pretty much in all of them. The T-Rex is really what made Jurassic Park as cool as it ended up being. T-Rex isn't even my favorite dinosaur in the movie, but still, that character in general, I thought was so cool and kind of carried the series in general. Because, like, imagine if none of those T-Rex scenes were out there. The movie wouldn't be nearly as interesting. I think just having to be scared of the T-Rex the whole time, then it saving you at the very end, was amazing. So yes, the T-Rex from specifically the first Jurassic Park, but they kind of come back in every one, is my second favorite on this list. All right, and number 1 for me is Yoshi. I really, really like Yoshi. I've always really liked Yoshi. I've always been drawn to this character. Every time I am playing Mario Kart, I try to pick Yoshi of some sort. Yoshi's just there vibing, and I always loved Yoshi. Like, the fact that you get to ride Yoshi in Mario is cool. Shooting fireballs, Yoshi, I don't know. Something about Yoshi has just always been very cool to me. I think Yoshi's terrible in Super Smash Bros., but has a really cool Smash, which is cool. But no, Yoshi is... I like Yoshi's design. I like the green. I think Yoshi looks very cool. I like Yoshi's circuit in Mario Kart. Just everything about Yoshi is just rad, and... I don't know. I know it's crazy to put Yoshi at number 1 for just being cool in general, but fight me on it. I don't care. This is my list. This is my video. Yoshi is the coolest. I really enjoy everything about Yoshi. I don't know. Something about Yoshi has just always been great, and I think Yoshi deserves to be at the top of this list, so that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below some of the dinosaurs I missed that you like, because realistically it's probably just from stuff I haven't seen, so I'm curious. Subscribe for more videos, because I'm trying to slowly make my way to where I'm making a little money on this, so that would be very cool. And I hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you next week with my video about Comic-Con and just Chicago in general. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.